Sports Bar. Tuesday night in the Tuesday morning in the Sports Bar. Breaking out the Lemmy covering AC/DC to get past the YouTube censors. Well, it was a big Monday night. I don't have quite the same energy I had 40 minutes ago because this is take 2. If I make a million of these videos, maybe we'll get the camera to work off correctly. You think I would know how to do that by now? At any rate, I shot a whole video. The camera shut off. Lost to posterity. But I'm working out. I'm sweating my ass off, dancing around in the barn. As I said to you at some point a long time ago, you're going to have plenty of losers, and you're usually going to feel bad when you bet. So when you win, you might as well dance and not worry about, oh, maybe I'll jinx it. That's good. You're going to lose again soon, so you might as well enjoy it while you can. So, winning night, Monday night, winner. Had some luck, but we'll take it. Before we get to the Monday, I guess we got to talk about this virus news because baseball, the baseball world, I guess, or at least baseball media is freaking out. I guess what now, 3 games, the Marlins are the center of the emergency controversy, whatever word you want to use. Apparently they've had like quiet, stupid thing. They've had, I don't know, 14, 15 different positive tests. So now everybody that's anywhere has touched the Marlins is going to play the Marlins. Is going to be in the locker room that the Marlins were in. Everything's up in the air. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are asking me, is this it? Is it over? Are they going to cancel everything now? Are they going to shut all down? I don't think so, man. I think good news. You know, unless you want them to shut it down, then bad news for you. You know, I quote, you know, it is what it is. I mean, if you think that baseball is being completely irresponsible by playing games in a pandemic and people are going to die and this is horrifying, you're probably not watching this channel anyway. So those people are probably off watching, I don't know, CNN's 24-hour live feed or something. But Manfred, Rob Manfred, as far as I can tell, the commissioner, holds the sole power, I think, to say whether they're going to play or not play. And as, you know, if he has the owners at his back, which I believe he does, you know, in other words, I think the owners have basically ceded their power to Manfred to say, you do what you think's best. Manfred right now looks like he's standing tall. Now, you know, you want to say, well, what about the players? You know, sounds like the players are getting nervous. I don't know, man. I mean, my new favorite team are the Miami Marlins. I mean, how tough are these guys? You know, rumors going around, guys are starting to test positive. Apparently, they all got together this Sunday before, you know, Sunday morning and go, oh, I don't know, man, should we play? Should we not play? And Miguel Rojas, I know his last name's Rojas. Forgive me if I get his first name wrong. Just kicked the Phillies' ass this weekend, by the way. But at any rate, he's the leader of that team. He's like, you know what, man, we should play, and we're going to play. And they did play. And they played well. I mean, they got down 4-0 to the Phillies. Could have just folded the tents, got on their plane or bus or a quarantined hotel room, and just gone home. But they just stuck in there, and they scored 11 runs and beat the Phillies. And how about that for a bunch of tough SOBs? So I'm thinking the Marlins, man, that's my team. I'm impressed with those guys. And then you gotta, I mean, I bashed the Phillies up, down, left, right. You know, that's supposed to be my favorite team. And I think they're a bunch of overpriced prima donnas that don't know how to win. But I'll tell you what, they impressed me because they had this news as well as the Marlins before the game on Sunday. And they very well could have pulled the plug. They could have said, oh, gee, I don't know, a lot of positive tests. I'm going to be next to one of these guys. I don't know. But they didn't do that. They manned up and they played. Not really that well, but they played. That's the important part. So I've got to think that, you know, the Phillies are maybe a little better of a team than I thought they were. This is important, what these two teams did. If you want to see a full season, and I do, and you know, if you've missed any of my other videos, if this is the first time you're here, I am so over this virus that kills nothing but old people, and watching people just turn themselves in knots over this thing. It's not that serious. And we've turned the country inside out for basically nothing. And we're continuing to do that. So I want to see them play baseball. At some point, somebody's got to get back to normal. So they've set the manliness bar, the Marlins and the Phillies have set the manliness bar pretty high, which is good. I mean, if either one of these guys, these teams had wimped out, yeah, the whole house of cards could have collapsed. And the damage done to baseball, which might have just simply Rudy Gobert the season, holy shit, somebody tested positive, pull the plug, oh my God. Yeah, and it would have also then had wide-ranging ramifications for the rest of the country. Everybody's terrified of this goddamn thing, and they're hiding in their houses, and everybody would have went right back into their houses. Well, baseball can't play. Baseball can play. They can play. All those guys that are positive on the Marlins, guess what's going to happen? They're going to get better, and they're going to be in the lineup next week. Probably right in time for the Phillies to play the Marlins again, and they'll kick our ass again. But they're going to get better. So I'm happy. I think, you know, the fact that, man, look, I'd be perfectly happier if there were no positive tests. But I don't think that's realistic. I think there were always going to be positive tests. I think that the baseball executives knew that. Manfred is standing strong as far as I can tell, and he's prepared, I believe, to take the media's shots, and they're going to shoot at him like crazy. They're going to beat him around like a piñata. He's going to be a murderer. He's going to be Hitler. He is going to be, oh my God, you know, the worst man in the whole world. But right now, he looks like he's ready to take those shots, so kudos to him. You know, he is, you know, standing strong for the game of baseball, really, for the country, I think. So, sorry to get you into the politics. When you talk virus, you automatically get into politics because it's a political issue. And, you know, there is no, well, I think the best thing to do is this. You know, you're not allowed to have that opinion, because if it is opposite of what somebody else thinks, then they immediately jump on you as if you were trying to kill people. So, there you have that. Let's check the camera's still working so I don't have to do tape 3. I'm getting sleepy. I like to get these games to you before the sun rises. Okay, what happened today? 4 wins, 1 loss. The 1 loss was this crummy A's Angels game. I don't know why we had the Angels. We had them for 2 stars and they lost. It was not a good game. That Angel team just looks like it's they're not sleepwalking. They just don't look good. Ohtani looks like he's just mentally shot. I don't know, perhaps the pressure is cracking him, but his at-bats were bad. Obviously, Sunday when he pitched, he couldn't get an out. You know, he probably could use a day off or 2. But at any rate, they lose 3-0. Superstar Mike Trout, last of the 9th, 2 men on. He's a tying run, two outs. Fastball right here to letters, strike 3. He complains, too bad, you're out. It was a strike. So that's how that goes. Loser. Now, 3 stars. This Cubs game, my God. I mean, the Cubs had a huge lead. Subscribers are texting me, congratulations. I've already wrote it down in my spreadsheet. I'm taking a victory lap. And now they start falling apart, just falling apart, and it's 8-5, and we bring in the closer, Craig Kimbrell, who, you know, in fairness to Mitch Williams, I don't know he's ever done this. You know, it was, I think he got an out in there somewhere, but other than that, it was walk, hit batsman, walk, just could not throw a strike. It was embarrassing. I almost wanted to feel like, you know, the guy was just going to break down and cry on the mound. You know, I would have made me feel sympathetic for the guy, other than him just stoically out there not doing his job. It's like, man, dude, just throw it over. You're ahead by 3 runs. So they took him out, and then somehow survived by their skin of their chinny chin. We lucked out a little bit there. You know, I don't know if that's a accurate assessment when you're up 8-1 in like the 7th inning, but that could have gone either way, and we snuck past. So top rated play, hooray! Aforementioned postponed game because of the virus, so it sucked because I wanted that one. I felt good about that game. We got lucky here. We had the Brewers, they're down 5-1 in the 9th inning, 5-1. And then the Pirates closer, he just, you know, couldn't get the outs. You know, he walked some guys, he gave up a couple hits, and then they just, you know, the Brewers just kept digging in, and next thing you know, they tied it. So we got lucky there, good win. Astros, they got done 8-5 for us over the Mariners. This game was postponed simply because of rain. You know, just rain. No articles written about it. No interviews on MSNBC. It just rained. So they'll play that tomorrow. And then this was, I said, the best game of the night as Kansas City comes home an easy winner. They were down 5-1 in that game. Luckily, I wasn't watching it. That would have upset me. But as I had hoped, Kansas City found hitting the Tigers to be much easier than hitting the Cleveland Indians' top 3 pitchers. So, easy winner there. Nice night. That gets us back over, over 500 in total. Even better than that if you just take our 2-star and 3-star plays. So, still early. I mean, you know, I don't think I'm going to get too bent out of shape about the record one way or the other for another maybe couple weeks. So, let's check again. Make sure that the thing is still running. Okay, still running. Okay, so what for Tuesday, which is what you want to know, what are we doing here? Well, we're just moving this postponed game. We still like the White Sox. The best I can tell that it is going to go off at 3:40 with these starters, and I couldn't see that a number was posted yet, but the number should be pretty similar to what it was before, so we still like the White Sox for 2 stars. And this is probably going to be some other damn thing where they switch around the starters or something and the odds are totally different. We have to scratch the game, but we still like the White Sox. The Cubs, we like the Cubs. 1 star there. You know, I just think they're a little better than the Reds. The Reds just find a way to lose. We like, I know 99% of you could give a shit about the Cincinnati Reds. There's a number of subscribers that are Reds fans, and it seems to me all of them hate Joey Votto for whatever reason. I think, you know, just watching Votto from afar, you know, I've kind of learned to, you know, not a Votto fan. Well, he made the last out in the game tonight. You know, he works the count full, and, you know, this is it, man. This is your, you know, a typical dream about it as a kid scenario. Bases are loaded, they're 2 outs, you're down a run, and the count's full, and you're up. And Votto, you know, made an out. He couldn't find a way to win that battle. Earlier in the at-bat, the wild Cubs pitcher, Jeffress, that replaced Kimbrell, and he was wild too. He was all over the place. He throws a ball 2 feet inside on Votto, and Votto heroically jumps out of the way. If it had hit him, the game would have been tied. The Reds probably would have gone on to win. But, Votto managed to jump out of the way, only to fly out later, and then they lost. So, is that fair to criticize Votto for? No, of course not, but we like to do that sort of stuff anyway, because we're fans. So, but anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying we kind of like Chicago to find a way to beat Cincinnati. The Brewers. The thinking here is that the Brewers played not all. They weren't terrible. There was one bad inning. The 7th inning was a bad inning. But other than that, they did some things to win. Certainly in the 9th inning, they just gritted their teeth and would not quit. And got that huge. I bashed Ryan Braun tonight. Man, I smashed him all over the place. But kudos to him. I mean, when the chips were down in the last out, he is the last out, and there are 2 strikes on him. He knocked that sucker into left field to tie the game. What a clutch hit. So I'm kind of thinking that Yelich has not done anything so far this year, as best I can tell. He left an army on base tonight, left the bases loaded twice, struck out with the guy on third, less 2 outs and extras. I think Yelich is going to bring us back tomorrow. I think he's going to go back to the hotel. He's going to say, all right, they bailed me out. We won even though I didn't do dick. You know what? I'm just going to I don't have to carry the team. They won tonight without me. I'm just going to relax. We're facing a lefty, Derek Holland. I'm not going to be a big hero. Just going to do my job. I think he's going to relax, and the hits are going to come. The hits are going to come. That's why we like the Brewers with the run line. We think the Brewers are going to score some runs. And the Pirates are going down in flames for 2 stars. All right, game of the night. Dodgers get their vengeance at 9 o'clock. They got one of their big wheels pitching, which apparently they need because their bullpen guys hadn't done that well against the Giants. But, the Astros, they got kind of a jabroni pitching. I'm not impressed with the Astro bullpen. I just kind of watched a few innings of the Mariner game today. Wasn't impressed with the Astro bullpen. 9 innings, they're going to have to go against the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are going to score some runs. And 3 stars there. We don't care it's on the road. We don't care that we're laying a number. I like the Dodgers. All right, then your last 2 games here, your late night games, if you will, if you want to take a flyer on these, 1 star apiece. We got the underdogs here. The Mariners. I kind of like this game. Almost ready to put 2 stars on it. I think this is a live dog. I think that they played hard against the Astros. I think they acquitted themselves well against the Astros. And now you're playing a much easier team in the Angels. I think the Mariners could, have an explosion like the Royals did and just really play well. This is a bad team. This Angel team is not impressing me at all. With their effort today, they look like shit. So you want to try to hit a home run here for a price. Seattle, you could do worse. Colorado, same thinking. The A's, they're 3-1. They're probably feeling pretty good about themselves. Colorado, though, they're 2-1. So they're feeling good about themselves, too. So they might come in there and just sneak past these guys, especially in the first game of the series, where the A's might just be kind of like, okay, yeah, we're good. And, Colorado might go in there and say, all right, let's play really goddamn hard this first game so we don't get swept. And then, we get this first one, and that's all good after that. All right, so, the camera's still rolling. Still on. Yeah, good. All right. Well, that's it. That's it. So, that's all we got. White Sox, 2 stars. Cubs, 1 star. Milwaukee run line, 2 stars. Top play tonight, Los Angeles Dodgers, 3 stars. 1 star for the Mariners, 1 star for the Rockies. that's what we got for you. So, thanks for being here. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll get it up to you right now. Hey, hit the subscribe button if you want. Hit the like button, that's free. I think being a subscriber is free too. In fact, I'm almost sure it is. At any rate, so that's all I got for you. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck, good gambling, and good night.